Que pasa, YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Bringing something a little bit different that I haven't really done in the past, but I really wanted to do this because this generation UU has been my favorite tier so far, and I have two people with me along in this podcast, I guess you could call it, that's what I'm gonna title it, who actually know a lot about UU. So first off, we have my good buddy Jason Deng.
Hello, everybody.
And then we have Tyler DMT, right?
Yep,
DMT, SmogonDMT, just DMT in general, yep, Tyler.
Yeah, so these guys have said know about UU, and you can have actually solid opinions on this. So we made a little bit of a list. I'll probably put it up in text on the screen right now. Not sure if I'll break this up into two parts, depends how long it goes. But yeah, the first thing we're going to be talking about is playstyles. What's the most viable and least possible viable? And I think in the order we should do it, it'll be like Jason, Tyler, then me, because I'm the person who knows the least about this out of the three.
Least experience.
Yeah, the least experience. That was the word I was looking for.
That's what he's trying to make it
sound. Feel free to correct me. It's fine.
I'm the one.
I'll finish your sentences for you, don't worry.
No, yeah, it's fine.
Alright, well, thanks, Leo, for giving us this opportunity. But anyway, I think the best playstyles for this gen are actually, the extremities. I feel like full-on stall and then full-on hyper-offense are actually the best playstyles, just because this generation of UU is looking a lot like what Black and White 1, not Black and White 2, but Black and White 1 OU. Because, if you guys remember Black and White 1 OU, I don't know if you guys were around for that, but, everybody was using Sand with, extra drill and stuff like that,
yeah.
And in this gen, all the megas have, ridiculous stats. Mega Absol has, base 150 attack, which is, pretty ridiculous. So, yeah, I think, in stall, for example, you have Pythagoras, you have Chansey, what do you have, Slowbro with the Soul That's
Gorgeous,
yeah.
Mega Aggron is
yeah, Mega Aggron.
Is it eating up the knockoffs?
Yeah, is it Filter, just solid rock, by the way?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I did a commentary. I remember I was using Mega Absol against Mega Aggron, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna superpower it, and he was 50%, and I was like, oh, he's not gonna eat this up. Yeah, 30%, I was like, what the hell? And I was just that's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I feel balanced is the hardest, but I think, because the thing is balanced, it works around, forcing switches and with, hazards, kinda like stall. But defog this gen, there's a lot of good defog users. Empoleon is not the best, but it's still good when you pair it up with Claydol or something like that. And then you have Zapdos and Latias, and then it's just ridiculous, especially with dragons getting nerfed to shit. So
yeah.
I mean, that's what I think.
Actually, one thing that I'm really happy about that got left that was banned from UU was Bisharp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bisharp
was so scary.
That
thing had to be the
terrifying.
biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I built the team. Oh, DMT, you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say just the amount of 3 +2s it could get, and then set up a +2 with Swords Dance, and then have the Life Orb boost, and then have priority.
Yeah,
and unresisted.
It was over.
It was stupid.
And because of that, I remember whenever I talked to Leo and Land and stuff, I always recommended Cobalion, just because it was that perfect counter. Because I like Verzion better because I use all 5th gen, but it has really garbage defenses, so Cobalion resisted and it has base 129, so. But now that Tarak's around in Keldeo, I don't think anybody's gonna be using the other Musketeers. It's kinda sad, but whatever. Yeah, because, I don't know. And the Steel type nerf really hurt, UU and no, I've seen 0 Bronzong this entire gen.
I was gonna say that. I was actually thinking about that. I was looking at my alts here. I've probably got a combined probably almost 200 games played, and I have not seen a Bronzong.
Yeah, Bronzong is it's not as good. And Jirachi, I've only seen one, and it was the special defensive set, and it's just not as good as it used to be, because now you're weak to Shadow Ball, and you're weak to Dark moves, and I was god damn. So yeah, for playstyles, Hyper Offense, I think Deoxys D is pretty good, because you can get a Hazards, because that's what it was like in 5th gen, but I don't know if it's going to get banned this gen, because one, it's weak to knockoff, and almost every team I've seen has a knockoff user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always guaranteed. At least one knockoff user.
Yeah. And knockoff is
it's way too good to pass up.
It's kind of like a U-turn. You remember when U-turn was introduced and everybody knockoff is U-turn. Yeah,
exactly.
because no drawbacks to using knockoff.
Yeah, there was U-turn for Gen 4, Scald for Gen 5, and now knockoff for Gen 6.
Yeah,
it's just the new move with the
Volt Switch was
mechanic.
also for Gen 5.
Volt Switch not as much because of ground, but Volt Switch paired together.
so
But yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, knockoff it's just stupid good now. Like whenever I build a team, like the first things I think about are like, all right, how do I keep hazards off, and what kind of hazards do I want? And obviously I'm picking stealth dogs. But now, whenever I try to build a team, I'm thinking like, okay, who's gonna be my knockoff user? Just because you basically not cripple, but you hurt Chansey a lot.
Yeah, especially if you're going up against a stall team. You want to have something with knockoff to get rid of eviolites and leftovers.
That's why I'm glad Bisharp went up, because Bisharp could actually handle hyper offense too, because it was surprisingly bulky if you think about it. Yeah, it's type
physically.
And it has a really good physical attack stat.
Sucker Punch is just
amazing.
Oh my god, it's the strongest. Isn't it like the strongest priority besides Talonflame? But like Talonflame can't dish out hits as hard as. Cause I feel like
Is Honchkrow? I think it's tied with Honchkrow.
Honchkrow, yeah, it's tied with Honchkrow, but Honchkrow can't.
Honchkrow just dies.
Honchkrow can take hits. Plus, it's with rocks.
Yeah.
And plus, it kills 2 or 3 things and dies from recoil.
Yeah. Bisharp definitely. With Bisharp gone, the metagame's actually it's healthy. I mean, actually, I'm not sure if I can say that, because the thing, if Bisharp stayed and Terrakion dropped, that would actually kind of balance it out, because Terrak has base 90 defense, I think, and it
in my opinion, I would say Terrakion is a whole lot easier to deal with than Bisharp.
Because does Terrakion get knocked off?
I don't know.
This.
Actually, I didn't research this either.
I don't think I get knocked off. No!
I just went into Skype to do data something, but what's Terrakion's defense is like in comparison to Heracross?
It's
90. Oh, okay.
It's 91 HP, 90 defense. Terrakion is it's so good. The only bad stat it has is special attack, which is perfect. Like,
Yeah, like I said, I feel that Terrak is a lot easier to deal with than Bisharp, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Terrak. When I see Terrakion, I don't get, because I run Hippo. Well, I play like defensively. I have Zapdos, Suicune, and Hippo, so like I can always pivot around those things. But
so did the offensive Claydol.
Oh yeah, Claydol, also Golurk. Yeah, Terrak's not that bad. So let's talk about I guess let's.
Well, first off, let's finish off the first topic. Which, in your opinion, if you had to pick one playstyle, what do you think would be most viable or the best in UU right now? If you just had to pick,
I would think hyper offense, and then like with a really close second to balance, because knockoff I think really hurts stall. Knockoff doesn't hurt hyper offense or balance as much, just because in balance teams you have recovery, and in hyper offense you're getting 1 or 2 kills and then you're dying anyway. That's just my opinion.
True.
Stall relies on like actually. I mean, all of them rely prediction, but you rely on your items a lot more in stall than you do.
Yeah, that's true.
Hyper offense. Yeah.
What about you, DMT?
I don't know. I'm really stuck between, there's the stall, which I've experienced. I don't play stall because I don't have the patience for it. I've experienced stall. It is really, really good. Knockoff does cripple it, yes, but I mean, you have the Mega Aggron around to eat up all the knockoffs.
Exactly.
If you run
Mega
something like
Aggron
Alomomola. Yeah, Alomomola with Rocky Helmet. You knock it off once, you take some recoil, and then you're not killing that thing, right?
No,
right. It's gonna switch out, get itself back, come back in.
Same with Slowbro.
What I've noticed, Slowbro, same thing. Slowbro, Tangrowth, all those regenerated guys, which there's a lot of.
They're all in UU.
What I've noticed.
Yeah. I think there's not a single regenerator that's outside of UU. Yeah, because the most defensive one is what? Yeah.
But yeah, what I've noticed is there's a lot less, sending your check/counter for this mon, and there's a lot more, okay, I'm gonna fodder this and then bring in my choice Scarf Darmanitan to kill this Mega Gardevoir because this thing is destroying. There's a lot less checks and counters, and there's a lot more revenge killing, is what I've experienced at least.
Yeah.
So, and that's balanced offense, as far as balanced offense goes.
I think I would have to agree with the DMT on this one. Because hyper offense is really good, but eventually you're going to run into something where you can't switch anything in, and if you lose all your hard-hitting attackers, then you basically lose.
Over.
So balance in offense.
There's a lot more priority to this gen.
Exactly.
There is. Jack, Crawdon. Crawdon.
Go.
Dude, that's actually a huge threat as well.
Right,
I could probably see that maybe leaving. Yeah. It's not as good as Bisharp. But still, it hits really hard with the Choice Band.
No, I don't know. Crawdon is good, but Azumarill is still OU, and I think
that's
gonna leave
true.
Yeah, and
I can definitely see Crawdon being top used in UU.
Yeah, definitely.
It's one of those things you're gonna have to have an answer for.
Exactly. A lot of people don't. I think like Choice Bandit. I think after like on Suicune when it has lefties, like a knockoff does like 60% or something
Exactly.
ridiculous. So,
Yeah, it's
you
way
can't
too
after
much,
rocks. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Crawdon's is really good.
Crawdon's definitely gonna get used a lot more. Top percent.
Yeah, Crawdon. Just quickly though, on the subject of Crawdon, like its speed is obviously its downfall, but it is so much so its downfall. Just because Dragon Dance +1, a Mega Blastoise still lives.
Yeah, okay.
That's sad.
Even a
I've seen
Suicune
people
still
run
lives. Like a
Swords
+1.
Yeah, Swords Dance, Aqua Jet.
Swords Dance is an awesome set.
We should probably
except
leave
the fact
this
that,
for the threat list part. Let's just.
Yeah, let's leave that for the
Let's
threat
leave
list.
that.
Okay, getting ahead of ourselves.
Well, actually, why don't we just talk about that now, and we can just bring up.
Yeah, let's talk about threat list.
because we're already in this topic. So this topic will be about threat list and the biggest threats in the tier.
Okay.
So yeah, continue with Crawdon as you were going on.
Crawdon.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll finish my Crawdon rant here. The thing is about its speed is that, in the end, they're going to bring in a Keldeo, they're going to bring in a Cobalion, something that can take a +2 Life Orb Aqua Jet, which is, there's actually a number of things, and Oko Crawdon. Whimsicott. I was using Whimsicott as my Crawdon check, and Moonblast from a defensive Whimsicott, Oko's Crawdon.
Are you for real?
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, that is actually really sad.
Yeah. But Crawdon is supposed to be like a wall breaker.
It's hit or
the
miss.
most like Diggersby isn't meant to be sweeping team. Diggersby is just to like whittle down your walls like really hard. Like
Just to come in
like
with a big hit.
what's different from 6th gen from 5th gen is that like in this gen you can actually use your counters. You can actually beat a lot of Pokemon can actually beat their counters nowadays. Like before, like Mienshao can like beat Ghost Edge with knockoff and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is underrated. I think Life Orb knockoff is really underrated. But when I'm like this gen, like,
I feel
like
like
last gen,
Generator Manchow is gonna make a comeback.
everybody's using Scar.
I've been using a lot of it.
Yeah. All right. So, like for example, like Pokemon like Suicune, I use it to beat Chansey. Like I'd rather like just like fight it out with Suicune versus Chansey than switching like a Tarak or an Absol, just because it's like Chansey is so fat. Like Superpower with Absol doesn't even kill at half. It's like ridiculous. Even with I remember I had to knock off its Eviolite. And it did like 37%, which is alright, and then I like knocked off again, and he was only at like 40%, and I didn't take him out, and I was like, god damn. But yeah, I feel like this this gen has gotten a little bit lazier just because, the pokes are just ridiculously strong. Like, I just still can't get over that. Like, Tarak is base 129, and that was like ridiculous when it came out. Like, I remember like, oh my god, like, what switches into Choice Bandit, close combat and stuff, but this gen, there's just so much stuff. Like, I'm kind of glad Lando got banned because, dude, nothing, like, even special defensive Zapdos, which I used, couldn't really check Lando that well because you can't, if you opt to run HP Ice, you hit specifically Lando, but you can't beat Celebi, like, one-on-one. So, like,
Play it all.
yeah.
I'm a big play it all advocate.
What else? Hey,
But,
I was a big play all advocate. I was all about
Just quickly. Yeah, I just want to say that this is just a thought. I think that a lot of the problem right now, like you were saying, the whole UU2 is kind of sloppy, is that I think people are playing 6th gen like it's 5th gen. I think that now with 6th gen, there's a lot that has changed, and I don't think people have really settled into that. I think that, people are still trying to play checks and counters, like I say, when it's more about
it's because it's still
making
early.
the offensive prediction.
Yeah, it's still early in this generation.
Exactly. Nobody really knows. Everyone's like, oh, Diggersby heard her. Like, this thing's
That's
really
why-
strong.
that-
Let's go
that's
Choice
probably-
Band on.
That's probably the main reason as to why Terrakion, Keldeo, and everything is UU, because people want to use the new 6th gen Mons
Right, yeah.
over
exactly.
the 5th gen Mons. Eventually,
Yeah,
time will pass, and Terrakion and those will most likely leave UU.
Yeah.
There's no doubt
They
about
could, or they'll find a niche.
Yeah.
Niche.
Yeah. I mean,
it.
yeah. Well, wait, no, I read that, okay, you know what, I was gonna go on about how Aegislash is the reason why Tarak's EU, but anyway, let's talk about other threats. Defensive threats, I think Hippo is underrated as hell.
Oh, Hippowdon,
Hippo is
yes.
easy.
I remember back in 5th gen when Hippowdon was UU. I think.
Wait, I wasn't around. I didn't play that.
Yeah.
I played when Sand. Yeah.
Well,
it was annoying.
That thing, it doesn't die. It would never die. It was a really
Hippo. Like the only thing I don't like about it is it's one of those mons that if you invest in special bulk, you can't stop +2 Pokemon on the physical side. But if you like try to split up the EVs a little bit, it can actually it shouldn't be a dedicated wall. It should be like a pivot. Like I switch it in like you know, you guys know Rhyperior from last gen, how it switches on to like Zapdos,
Yeah.
and it forces things out. Yeah. Like I use it like that, but with reliable recovery, you can phase and you know, knock off. So like, yeah. I mean, that's the reason why I use it.
4 times weakness to just about everything.
And HP is it's really good, and we were lacking some good walls because everything else got recovery really sucked besides like Castro and Jellicent, but those were OU. Yeah.
I personally thought that Hippo would actually be more used because of the fact that it has recovery, and with the weather nerf, it would last longer than say like a Terrakion or a Politoed or something. But I guess people want to use it.
I don't know. I think Tarak is underrated. I mean, not Tarak. Hippo is really
Hippo. It's got a nice spot in UU right now.
Yeah, it is good. It's definitely not super used. Like I don't see it so often, but when I do see it, I always try to come up with some sort of answer. That's why I run Crocoon, just because Crocoon pretty much sets up Hippo 1-on-1 if there's no other pokes. But Hippo is just one of those Pokemon that just doesn't die. Like it really doesn't.
I bet you Hippo could take probably a +2, maybe +3 Scald. At least the Hippo I run. I just do a 252 special defense EVs and then
probably. I would not.
Actually, you know what I just thought about?
Suicune
We could do like a offensive threat list and a defensive threat list.
Yeah, okay.
Because like with Jason bringing up Hippowdon, that's a defensive threat list. Oh, defensive threat.
Let's stick with defensive ones then.
And then we can go off on offense. Because there's a lot of heavy hitters in this tier.
Yeah. Every variant of Slowbro is good. Assault Vest, Rocky
Helmet.
Helmet.
I hate Slowbro, man. That thing is
so bad.
Oh god.
Calm Mind as well, honestly.
Calm Mind. I've been swept a couple times by Calm Mind.
I have not run into Calm Mind yet.
Oh, you were lucky. Because
I've only run into it once or twice, but Mega Gardevoir, it can take hits, it can chew hits from Mega Gardevoir after a couple boosts.
Oh my god.
It can't do too much in return, it can Scald, get the burn, and go from there, but still.
Alright, what up? Yeah, just Slowbro. I don't think we need to go much in Slowbro, because it did what it did last gen, but just better.
Pretty self-explanatory.
It just does it better. Yeah.
Physical hits, fire hits.
Generator.
Yeah, basically. Even then, like, certain weak grass-type physical moves don't affect it at all. Like Chestnut, I've had instances where Slowbro can beat a Chestnut 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Because of how bulky Slowbro is.
It just sits there.
Yeah, it just sits there. It's like, well, it does not bother me at all.
And that face. That face it makes at you as it sits there. Slowbro face.
Yeah.
You can't kill me,
No. Another defensive threat, I think, well, this is obvious, Chansey. Chansey just does not die.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
If you pair it up with, like, Mega Aggron or, like, any other Mega that doesn't mind, like, switching into knockoffs consistently, or a Pokemon that can switch into knockoffs that doesn't mind getting its leftovers knocked off, Chansey will not die. That thing will stick around forever and piss you off. Toxic Stall, pass off huge wishes. It's very frustrating to face. That's why I love using it.
The thing is, it's on paper, like, when you look at Chansey, you wouldn't think you could take physical fighting hits. But it actually takes it better than a lot of dedicated physical walls. Yeah.
That's the sad part, yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone in the UU room was talking about this. They were saying that they didn't think that any non-boosted unstab move, wasn't a stab fighting move could, like, you just couldn't kill it. And they choice banded Deoxys attack superpower, barely Oko's Chansey.
Oh my god.
So, but you have a chance.
And the weather nerfs help Chansey a lot, because now you don't get hail and sand, like, whittling down his HP that badly. I'm torn, whenever I use Chansey, whenever I think about it, I'm always torn between Soft Boiled and Wish. That's the only issue I have with Chansey.
I like running both, to be honest, because it's very viable to
I was just gonna say.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't use Chansey, so.
I use Chansey a lot.
Blame Truth uploaded a video where he had, I know, right? But he had Thunder Wave, Seismic Toss, Wish, Soft Boiled Chansey.
Oh my god. It's just Wish, Seismic Toss, and either Toxic or Thunder Wave.
Or Thunder. Yeah, and it just hurts my head even talking about it. But
yeah, dude, it's so bulky. It won't die. It's definitely something people have to watch out for.
Defensive threat.
You know what's a little bit actually? No, I actually haven't run into a lot of trouble with Deoxys defense.
Actually, I haven't seen that at all much, to be honest.
It's you know what? It's because it's the knockoff. I always have an answer to. It's because I run Mega Absol, and it basically count. Yeah, because you get Magic Bounce, and then So Deoxys defense, it's good, but I don't think it's nearly as good as it was last gen. And especially with the defog boost.
That's
that's
exactly. Like you set up all your hazards. That's great.
And now
they don't
it's
have
Bisharp gone.
or whatever. And then
with Bisharp gone.
Yeah,
exactly. Free defog. There goes Deox.
Floor G's. I'm going through the list. Floor G's, I think, is the Umbreon of this gen.
That is
really?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I feel that people are just giving way too much to Florges.
Really? Okay, base 112 special attack.
I know, but look at its HP stat. There's nothing there. It's like I think it's like
look at its special defense. Just look at that special defense, and then you can just invest.
I've seen a lot of people run Mega Aggron and Florges Walkors, like those two together. And I understand that it's good. I understand it's good, but I feel like you can do something better with it, in my opinion.
Oh, man. It's just it's surprisingly bulky. You can pair that up with like Fat Champion and run them both physically defensive if you think about it, because Florges has good variants
between them, for sure. Yeah.
I haven't seen Jellicent much. You know what?
I was just thinking about Jellicent. Yeah, I haven't seen him much either. Same for Gastrodon, actually.
I saw. Oh my god! Don't even mention Gastro.
Really?
DMT tried to me out with a Gastrodon, and I said, "Just go."
You won, okay?
I know.
Have you guys been to Vaporeon?
Yeah, it's just one of those fat water. It's just, you know what it's like? It reminds me of Melodic from last gen.
Really?
Like Melodic.
Oh, yeah.
Melodic is just like every other water type I would rather use. Like if you want to use a phaser, just use Suicune or like Swampert. Swampert gets rocks. And Poling gets rocks, roar, and defog, so that has the most of any one water type. Yeah. Slowbro, I think Slowbro is just a strictly better, like if you're running defensive, because you can run Slack Off, and you can actually like hit
generator.
Yeah, an edge regenerator. So Jelly and Gastro, you know, I think Latias as a defensive mod isn't actually that great. It's better as an offensive.
Also, just quickly on the topic of Gastro Jelly, if you just take a second to list off, I'm not gonna do it because there's too many. If you take a second to list off all the bulky waters in UU right now.
Yeah, there
is a lot.
Blastoise, Gastro, Jelly, Suicune,
even
Melodic,
and Kingdra are bulky.
Yeah, Keldeo and Kingdra.
I've seen people run bulky Keldeo in UU. Like, people who actually know, like, what they're doing, like, they know a lot about the meta. They're running bulky Keldeo in the tier,
It's, I could check Bisharp and Proton.
Yeah,
it seems very interesting to me.
Yeah, they're running for Weavile, too, I know that, because Weavile is a
dude, I've seen a lot of Weavile, because
we'll get into that later.
Actually, let's just move into the offensive threat list now.
Okay. Yeah, because
offensive threat's Weavile.
Scolipede. Alright, that's suspect number one.
Really? I have not faced a single Scolipede.
Dude, Scolipede is just so good because you can either run a Baton Pass set, which is surprisingly decent, but the offensive set is so underrated because
it's so versatile.
+2 life orb, and then you just sweep teams. And you know what? It's not so much that; it's because its base speed is so high. It's 112. That means after 1 protect, you outspeed any relevant Scarfer.
Outspeed all the Musketeers. Yeah, exactly.
Attack boost is Jim from 90 to 100.
Yeah,
to 100, right? I remember.
What is you go.
I was just gonna say quickly. The first game I played Scolipede, I think, was just another ladder game. Call of Loki sniped me, and he just 6-0'd me with the Scolipede within 10 turns, just because I can't remember who I had in, but he set up the Sword Stance, and just killed me. And as long as you hit the Megahorn,
that's the thing. That's the
you can hit that 85% chance Megahorn, then you're good to go.
Yeah,
it is pretty dangerous.
Tarak, obvious. I don't.
Terrakion is obvious. This
thing
was like top percentage in UU, not in UU, OU last year. OU last year. There's no discussion. Same for Keldeo. Keldeo, I think, was actually used more than Terrakion.
Suspect.
Keldeo was even suspect tested, so you don't have to talk about that.
It was one of the most heated arguments in OU I've ever seen. Like, everyone was like, no, Keldeo's clearly broken. Like, oh my god, that was ridiculous.
I don't know, personally, I didn't really think it should be banned.
I didn't think
not to
I actually don't think Keldeo is that bad this gen in UU, because it doesn't, like, Hydro got a nerf, and Rain got a nerf.
Yeah, and there's a lot of bulky Pokemon in the tier to be able to...
I was just gonna say.
Like, Tarak,
Gastrodon's here, Jellicent,
Latias.
Latias.
If those Pokemon stay in UU, I could kind of see Keldeo
should, I think it should be UU. Because Jelly,
dude, Jelly hard walls it.
It's not
Power Ghost, I guess, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much the hard walling. I think that if you can use, like, reasonably good Pokemon and it counters them, that's when you know it's just in the tier. Like, I'm not, like, in in OU, I remember people were, like, speculating running Golurk to counter Choice Banding Terrakion, and I was like, no, but Golurk, like, you wouldn't actually use it if Terrakion didn't exist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, in UU, I would actually use Latias, and for, like, to a greater extent,
I like Latias.
Yeah. I mean, like, those are good Pokemon. Like they're good in UU, so there's no reason not to use them. But, yeah, that's just my little rant. Choice Specs Noivern, I've seen that. I think it's garbage. I don't know.
Actually, I have not run into Noivern, to be honest.
It's just like, because it gets Hurricane as its main secondary stat.
Yeah.
I run Air Slash, though. Air Slash is also an option.
Because then you could just run Choice Specs, what is it? Did Tornadus get banned?
Tornadus?
Yeah, Tornadus is actually still in UU.
Okay, well, you can just...
Tornadus is still here, yeah.
I mean, I would just run Torn, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tornadus was banned last generation because it was so good.
Yeah. From Ubers to UU, yeah.
But then again, the weather getting nerfed.
Really hurt.
Yeah, exactly. It just hurt it too much. That was like one of the main reasons they got nerfed. I mean, got banned to Ubers because you could spam hurricanes like it was nobody's business.
Hurricane, yeah.
Alright.
And
it's just a whole new metagame.
Yeah, this metagame is just, it's so different, and I think, this is like on a completely unrelated note, but I think we need to get that out of the way. People treat this gen, like, you know what I hate? When people say like, oh, 5th gen Ubers and 6th gen UU, these people are fucking retarded. It gets me mad. It's like the same thing as when people say, like, oh, you use a team with legendaries, you must be a scrub. Like,
I hate those people.
Be good. Yeah, it's just, like, whenever I battle people, they're always like, oh, 6 legendaries, or like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, oh, come on, dude. Like, legendaries don't equate to being good. God damn. But, yeah, 5th gen and 6th gen, you can't compare them directly, but you can compare them, like, analogously. Like I said, like, you can compare, like, Melodic's role in UU in 5th gen, as opposed to, like, Vaporeon's role in 6th gen. Like, that's the way we should be doing it, so, yeah. Metagross, I think, Metagross is surprisingly, I've always liked Metagross as a bulky.
I think it's really good.
My friend has been using Choice Bandit Metagross, and
I played
Choice Bandit is scary.
Yeah.
Richard, yeah.
Yeah. He had a weird set. He had like Bullet Punch, Pursue, and then like Explosion, and then like I think Meteor Mash, and that's interesting because I usually see like Earthquake and Ice Punch and stuff. But yeah, Explosion did like this 86% to Suicune, which is ridiculous. Because basically you're taking out a Mon.
Oh, sorry, you're still going about Metagross.
No, I was just saying you basically take out a Mon with Explosion now. I mean, Choice Bandit. Yeah.
What about Staraptor? That's something that was too
amazing.
Staraptor,
so much fun.
So good, yeah.
I think if I were to compare it to another one, I'd say it's a flying Darmanitan.
Yeah, I would agree because Reckless makes it's a flying. And in fact, I even think it's better because it gets you get double edge and you get dual stab because like if you had a bulky water for Darm, it was pretty much over for you. But you can hit like Rotom H and Zapdos with double edge and just maim them.
Not to mention base 100 speed
and Reckless, like and you get close combat.
To be honest, I feel that'll be something that'll probably move up because
you think so?
What in the team hits from Star?
Double Edge.
Oh, double edge. Nobody uses
that. Nobody uses it.
I know. But I guess Rhyperior, but even that, I haven't seen too many.
Yeah, well, I've seen Assault Vest Rhyperior.
Yeah, I saw that video yesterday. He got absolutely maimed by Water Pulse last night. He was like,
but I've seen other people besides Richard, like, actually run Rhyperior. I
just think Hippo is strictly better than
Rhyperior, for sure.
Yeah. Let's see here. Latias, obviously.
Actually, I was about to bring up Latias.
Many good set specs. I ran Choice Scarf, and oh my god, this saw. It's just so much of it, because it's the best revenge against Draco, which got nerfed, but meh, it's only 10 base power, and in retrospect, it's 140 to 130, which isn't that bad as opposed to like 120 to 110. Like that's a whole different story. Calm Mind is really good. I Calm Mind.
Like the Roost Defog dual
Defog Side Shock,
that one's really good. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's good. It's when I run that, I don't run max attack actually or special attack. I run like 120 HP and then like. So it's kind of tanky, but yeah, it's good. It's kind of like, I don't know, TNT would know this more, but, it's like, you remember Nidoqueen? When everybody was using that last gen? As stealth rocket thing? This is like the same thing with Defog, so yeah. Latias
it's just bulky, but it has a very good offensive presence.
And Latias doesn't sweep teams that often if you think about it, because the 4Gs and stuff like that, and
from the -2 of Draco Meteor, too.
Yeah, so I think Latias is perfectly viable and good at you. I don't think it's I've never had like I've been beaten by Latias, don't get me wrong, but I've never had like, oh my god, he's Latias, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had more with Bisharp. I'm still going on about that.
Hey man, Bisharp is gone from this tier. We ain't gotta mention it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bisharp is gone.
Yeah, Bisharp is left.
Lando was strong. Thank God I was only here for 10 hours. That was kind of
Yeah, that's funny. The Landorus one night stand in Yu.
It wasn't even a one night. Yeah. Kingdra, I haven't seen that many. I think Kingdra is
Actually, I don't think
everybody's
that big.
always said.
You haven't seen many Kingdra?
Yeah, I haven't seen many, and all of them.
I swear, I see it 1 in 10 games. They're all crit draw too.
Yeah.
They're all the focus energy set.
Well, it's all because of Poke Aim. God damn it.
Yeah.
Scope lens.
But I just feel that it's too slow. I mean, like 85 is good, but like
it's not what it used to be. Yeah, it's definitely not what it used to be.
I did try out double dancing though. I tried it with agility and focus energy, and if you can manage to get both,
that's
really scary.
I've never even heard of that. Yeah, I know it got agility, but I never thought of that. Huh. Well, we have to get that.
Yep.
What about Jirachi?
I've ran into one. It was only special defensive, and I could see what was the thing? Not Super Rachi. You know, was that mixed Rachi? I could see that being good this gen. Like you Iron Head flinch certain things like Hippo and Rapier, and then you grasp it. Like you know what I mean? Like you flinch it down. Like do you remember when Custap Berry was introduced in 5th gen? And everybody's using Custap Skarmory, so people started running Iron Head plus Thunderbolt Jirachi. Like that's what Jirachi would be good this gen. I could see that doing. Like that'd be awesome. Like an anti-lead Jirachi, but yeah.
I've seen a couple. I haven't played too many ladder games since the drop, but the only ones I've seen Scarf offensive, which makes sense because Gardevoir is such a huge pain.
Yeah,
like, it does check Gardevoir definitely. Especially, I ran it with Assault Vest. Assault plus Jirachi to check Mega Gardevoir, and it
sounds
worked.
good.
I had Meteor Mash, I had Drain Punch, I had Ice Punch, and something else, I can't remember. But yeah, it's a decent, I think it's got a whole new role in UU. Not to mention that annoying Paraflinch set is nerfed because of electric type, right? You send your electric type, if you resist the Iron Head, you can't get paralyzed.
Yeah. So, but Jirachi, I could see. Jirachi's still going to be not a top tier mon, but I could see it being used like Celebi. Like, more so, as a role, not so much as like, one definitive role.
It'll replace Bronzong nicely.
Definitely. I would definitely want that. Yeah. Jolteon, I think, sucks ass.
Terrible.
Jolteon is terrible because it already had a bad move pool. And then
Jolteon actually dropped last generation for a while. Yeah, it dropped for a while. But for some reason it got moved up, and I don't know why.
Okay, then.
Let's see, Hydreigon, I think, is surprising. Dude, Hydreigon, the Life Orb and the Spec sets are pretty good.
It can run a lot of different sets, which is why one of the reasons it's so good.
It's really bulky. Actually,
yep.
90. And it has Levitate. You know what? Its typing kind of is a disadvantage because
the fact that it's against 4 times
Fairy. Yeah, but like if you don't have a Fairy type, like you.
No, yeah, there's like practically no safe switchings to this thing's dual.
Yeah, it's like I remember like it gets superpower, right?
Yeah, there was a set. People used to run on it.
Yeah, you could take care of, like, you could, in theory, take care of Chansey if you hit it with the Draco when it's weakened, and then you hit it with the superpower. Yeah, that'd be
even then. You just need a little bit of power damage on Chansey.
Yeah, Hydreigon, I don't use it because I'm like really anal about speed. Like, I feel like speed is maybe bad. It's such a trolly speed tier. Like, it's just outsped by Flygon, and you know what I mean? It's just like
no, but that's like run plus attacking nature as opposed to plus speed nature.
Yeah. I get you.
You're going to be outsped anyways. You want to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody said.
Speaking of dragons, quickly that can take on Chansey. Have you guys had much of an opportunity to try out Zygarde?
Zygarde, no.
You know, I played against it, and I've only seen like sub-detail coil sets, and
I have not.
Sub-DD Zygarde with 404 HP. That is a really, really fun set. The only problem is when they have something like Zapdos and a Gardevoir, and you can't really lock yourself into Outrage. Gardevoir is the problem because Hyper Voice hitting through sub, obviously. But if they A, don't have Gardevoir, or B, you manage to kill it, even like a +1 EQ will take care of that. Then that thing is terrifying.
It is bulky. It's just one of those sweepers that you don't really expect. Like, it's kind of like Scrafty when it gets too many Dragon Dances. And you're like, oh, this is Scrafty. But Zygarde, And the hidden power ice nerf it really helped. But I haven't into it though, so I can't really comment on that. I just know that the sub.
I haven't
really
seen
good.
it much either. So I can't.
No, I think that a lot of people gave it a lot of hate because, like, oh, the new legendary, the ultimate legendary 6th gen. Oh, it's not Ubers.
Well,
it sucks.
People were saying it'll definitely be like UU this gen, and I can definitely see putting in some work.
Yeah, it's good. It's not overbearing. It's good, and Dragon Dance is good. It's in theory it beats out what is it? It beats out Flygon after Dragon Dance. I mean, like, if you don't...
Oh, yeah.
Like it's good.
It doesn't get Dragon Claw, which is a shame.
Really.
That sucks.
There might be an event, because I remember Victini, they got, like, some ridiculous...
They got, like, Bolt Strike, Glacier,
Bolt player. Really helped in special, so that's when it's starting to get suspect. But anyway, Haxorus, I think Haxorus could be so good, but I think people are using it, like, they're misusing it. Cause,
hey, you saw my Haxorus, see?
Yeah, skillful.
No, Sticky Web Levany with Haxorus?
Yeah.
SD Lum Haxorus.
I wanted you to do that,
It's really, Haxorus.
I love Haxorus.
It's so strong. People they don't use it properly. They need to, like,
it's a solid wall breaker.
Double Dance would be pretty good too, like EQ.
Actually, you're right.
Because depending on what team you're playing,
you see that on, like, certain offensive teams running Double Dance Haxorus just to break certain walls
like
install.
If you're playing against Stall, use Swords Dance, and if you're playing against Hyper Effect, a lot of them Scarfers. They usually run priority, so if you're at good health, DD up, and then just,
And everything on Stall is just almost guaranteed to not knock out Haxorus in one move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Lumbear, you don't have to worry about, like, T-Wave.
It's over. Something's getting knocked out. Something's getting broken.
Diggersby, I think that is that. Diggersby
I think that's actually one of the underrated bits, in my opinion.
It is.
It's not used enough.
No. The other day, Jason, you know about this. I was doing calcs.
Yeah.
Besides Poorgeist, and actually maybe Cathagus, I'm not sure, but two KOs like the entire UU tier.
You basically need to run like that, like Bronzong. I could see being used specifically for Diggersby. And you know what? It's not even that. It's that in addition to getting U-turn.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
The thing is, and it gets Swords Dance. It gets
the thing I found
and ability.
Swords Dance.
This thing is so good. It is so good, but nobody uses it. To be honest, I can maybe see this being suspect tested in UU. It's just that.
Yeah.
It is.
It is powerful. I think it's one of those mods. Wait, doesn't it get quick attack?
Yes.
I think
it quick attack.
Yeah.
Sure. Fucking.
I mean, the only thing it's missing is knockoff.
The thing is, though,
in Z and Pokemon Z, that is the next game, they might introduce move tutors, and if knockoff is a move tutor move, Diggersby gets it. It's over. It's leaving.
Oh.
It's too good.
The thing is, with Diggersby though, a little bit of a rant here. I got 2 positions on the ladder, fairly high on the ladder, with a team with no ground resistance, and I think 1 or 2 ground weaknesses. And you would think in the team with Diggersby that would be a bad thing. But what happened was basically, if you run Scarf, okay, it's got decent speed, but you're locked into one move, you're not super powerful, Hippo can take it on, Mega Blastoise can take it on, okay, Scarf Victini comes in, outspeeds, and kills it. If you're Banded, Keldeo outspeeds it, there's lots of stuff that can outspeed it. If you're Agility,
I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's not gonna sweep teams.
It's got its
though.
checks.
It's got its checks, but it's not just to sweep teams. If I'm using Diggersby, I'm using it like Choice Band and Crobat. I'm just whittling down counters.
You're
that's what it's good at.
Down for your other sweepers.
Dude, Diggersby and Sticky Web might be pretty good together.
Yeah, I tried that. It's definitely
what I want to
usable.
try out, actually, I want to try out Choice Banded Diggersby and Choice Banded Terrakion together.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. Yeah, that's like
they can almost like destroy
Grievous.
Everything.
Let's see if there's any threats we haven't covered. Malamar, I think, is absolutely garbage. I'm sorry.
I like
to anybody who likes it. I hate you.
I like
not a bad
switch it to the defog.
I have not run into one Reuniclus, and I am surprised.
Oh yeah, Reuniclus. That was
Reuniclus would be good. Assault Vest, good champ, I think, really good.
Another thing to be able to deal with Stall if they don't have like a Perish Song user.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Revile. One of the most anti-meta this gen. It was anti-meta last gen, and it is still anti-meta this gen. It is so good.
With the knockoff boost, it's really good. But I think we already talked about it.
Oh right. Let's see here. A Barb
Barbarical?
Yeah.
I haven't really run into any.
I know, I haven't either. It gets shell smash though, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lipard's a bitch. And then, that's pretty much, Tarantrum. It gets Dragon Dance and Rock Polish. It's pretty cool. Haven't seen it really. I tried to
slow. Like, it'll definitely be nice, though.
It's too slow. Every time it comes in and I see it, it just ends up dying. It's just one of those things, you know? It gets up a Rock Polish and Hippo comes in. It gets up a Dragon Dance and Scarf anything comes in. And it's
true. Yeah,
it's got kind of cool
really slow.
things on Rock and Track.
Delphox, I think, is one of
What
the
about
over
Venom?
Wait, did it?
Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking about RU for a second. My bad. Ignore me about that.
Oh, I can't wait till RU comes out. Anyway, by the way, because RU looks like it's gonna be good. I
really want RU to be good this gen.
Yeah.
You guys think they'll need a new tier?
I hope they introduce.
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier in another group. Like either BL or even PU might become an actual tier.
Mm-hmm.
I hope BL becomes an actual tier because there's gonna be mons that
all these Pokemon, one of two is guaranteed to come. If we're lucky, maybe even both.
Oh, yeah. If BL gets introduced as a tier, I'm actually gonna probably move to BL just because I think if UU as it is now, I think it's perfectly. I think there's just so much variety.
Actually,
like last gen,
probably like Terrakion and Keldeo, and then we'll move up to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
yep.
That's pretty much all the offensive threats.
What about
barring the megas? Let's talk about the megas now. I think
I have yet to see one, to be honest.
No, it's banned. It's banned. That's why I don't think it should have been banned.
Wait, Mega Heracross?
I don't.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
Mega Heracross is gone.
Leo is right on you.
Man, did not know that. Ignore me. I did not know that.
I didn't think it should have been banned, but that's Coco Loco, and he's just
that's just how it
terrible
goes.
UU leader. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
Mega Medicham. That's what I like.
Mega Medicham is good. I don't think it's good at pickup, but it's good with Bullet Punch.
Yeah,
you should
not broke it, but it's definitely a good Mega for you.
Mega Medicham. I don't think it's broken. I only handled it through revenge killing. I've never used a wall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've only ever been in
You don't switch in a wall besides Slowbro.
Yeah, and even then,
no one runs.
Yeah.
Mega Aggron, like I said, I really like Mega, but I feel it's only good when you have something supported with Wish, and it's defensive.
Yeah.
An offensive Aggron, I mean, it's alright, but it's so slow, it can't really take a hit. I mean, Filter does help, but it doesn't help that much to the point where I'm like, oh, this is way too big of a threat, what am I gonna do? If I see it defensively with the Wish supporter like Chansey or Florges, then it can prove, or cause a bit of a...
The number one thing when I play against like an Aggron plus Wish core, I actually support more on whoever's passing the wishes. I feel like I've always had more wish issues. Like if it's Forges and Chansey, I'll focus more on Chansey or Forges than Aggron, just because Aggron relies. Yeah,
Pokemon
it's like a P Pokemon. Like it's good, but only when you give it the necessary support.
Exactly.
Like Actress could be good, but if you have like Sticky Web and stuff. But Mega Gardevoir
sets.
Wait,
quickly, which sets do you guys normally see / use on Mega Aggron? Because
I see like
the only one I've ever used.
I see special defense Aggron, special defense.
Special defensive Aggron is really good. It's kind of like Hippo, but just
actually,
not as good as my opinion.
Really underrated Aggron set in my opinion is something that Ryland actually uploaded with, which is a Rest Talk, Curse, and Iron.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that's definitely really underrated.
That's the set that I run into.
It's like one of Rest. I think Rest. Yeah, it's especially with the Rest buff this gen. It was awesome.
Exactly.
Well, actually not so much buff, but it went back to its good mechanics. Yeah.
Back in
under.
Mega Gardevoir, I think, when I first started playing UU, when it came out, I've always lost to Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir is good. I don't lose it to it now, but it's really good. It is so strong. That's all I can say about that. And, it's a physical move.
Lost to it last game.
Yeah, I know. It gets Psy Shock, it gets Focus Blast, it has a really healthy
You get Shadow Ball.
It gets
it's Thunderbolt for Empoleon.
Is it speed 100 or 115?
100.
100. That's still good. That's still good though.
That's still a solid speed still.
Yeah, Mega Gardevoir, I think, especially with Trace, if you get something good, like a good ability like Regenerator or like Natural Cure, or Swift Speed, when Brand was still around, I got swept by when DMT traced my Swift Swim on Kingdra, and I was like, it's over. So,
it's over.
Yeah, I even said that in the chat, I was like, alright, Jay, that's game. So yeah, Mega Gardevoir, people were talking about how it might get banned. I'm not so sure if I agree with that. I think it's just a good Mega, but what happens is, if you keep on banning the good Megas, you're gonna ban all the Megas, because eventually, Leo, have you been following OU? How like they banned Mega Kangaskhan and then now they're suspecting like Mario, and then after that they're probably gonna suspect like you know what I mean? Like the second best and then the third best Megas are gonna be one that's gonna be the best eventually. To keep banning them. So
exactly.
I mean,
but like
I think right now
they're like the bad Megas in my opinion will probably be like Aerodactyl,
Baynet,
Ampharos, and
Baynet.
Yeah,
Ampharos
those three
sucks. Yeah,
no, those
Ampharos
three nobody
so cool,
really uses. The most common ones are Medicham, Gardevoir, Absol, and Aggron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Aggron, I've seen, I think, the most, and Gardevoir.
I have actually seen a couple Mega Manetrics. I forgot about that.
I've seen a lot of Mega Manetrics. Yeah,
Manetric is good. Yeah, Mega Manetric. I can't believe it is. Okay, let's talk about Mega Manetric. It gets Overheat, it gets Flamethrower, Intimidate.
Dude, people were like, oh, Intimidate is so useless on this, but no, Intimidate is so handy. It's situations, but you're happy when that situation comes up. You're like, oh, thank you, Game Freak, for giving this Intimidate.
Yeah.
You're thanking them.
And even it's before you Mega, it gets Lightning Rod. So
Lightning Rod,
yeah. So like switch to this one, it's over.
Yeah. So like when you have a choice Electric type, it'd be very weird. It's good. It gets really good because you can afford to run HP Grass on Mega Manetric because it's so powerful. It's so fast too. It outspeeds like Scarf based 80s, I think. Like if you're not plus nature, like so Scarf Chandelure, I think a Mega Manetric will outspeed, which is pretty cool.
I haven't seen Chandelure this gen. Actually,
yeah, Chandelure
is pretty good.
I've seen it.
Chansey.
Yeah, Chansey, I think, and Absol's not really helping the comps. And Knockoff isn't really doing anything.
Hydreigon.
Okay, anyway, Mega Absol, my favorite Mega by far. You know what? I think Play Rough is incompatible with Knockoff, which
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, I just run Knockoff, Pursuit, Sucker Punch, and Superpower. It just
I have seen people run though Night Slash over Knockoff.
Yeah, I did run Night Slash, but I think because Knockoff is more powerful than Night Slash when they have an item, and then you Pursuit Trap them when they try to switch out. Like that's what I do. Because the thing is, they expect Night Slash right after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I run Pursuit. Magic Bounce really helped it. You basically
really good
on Zatsu. Like if S-Band would have dropped, S-Band wouldn't even phase me just because Absol has the magic bounce, so you don't have to worry about that. You can Pursuit Trap it. But that's Zatsu. Basically, it's just a really powerful knockoff, and Sucker Punch is useful in Absol, even though it's fast as hell. It's just so because then
not to mention the fact it gets Play Rough.
Yeah, Play Rough.
Play Rough is such a useful move for it, taking out all the fightings.
Yeah, so Absol is definitely one of the better.
Is it stronger than Psycho Cut though?
Wait, what's up?
Is Play Rough stronger?
Yeah, Play Rough's 90. Not to mention it takes out Fighting and Dark.
Yeah, so you don't have to rely on Superpower. With Superpower, sometimes I wish I don't run Knockoff because Knockoff wouldn't be as useful as Play Rough. Because yeah. But Mega Absol is good. The speed is really good because people are running 110 and 108 for Tarak and Latias. Yep. So Absol has that trolley speed. But Baynet. I was laughing, Leo, when I watched your video where you were playing Stall, and I'm like interactive when I watch. I'm like, oh yeah, he only has these 3 Pokemon, and when Baynet came in, I was laughing. People were like, come on, tell me that does not look like it died.
I honestly thought it was not died.
Baynet, I think, is just mediocre. I think it's annoying, but it's better than Frostlass, like in terms of D-Bond, because you get priority D-Bond and Willow. But I think Baynet, you on a serious competitive team, I would never bring a Mega Baynet.
Oh yeah, for sure. No,
not very.
Oh, what else? You said Mega Medicham, obviously it's good. You know what, do you guys run High Jump Kick or Drain Punch? I just have to get it.
I personally like Drain Punch because I don't want to fucking miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes the lack of power is very noticeable.
Yeah, I feel it gets huge power still, right? Even in this Mega form, right?
Oh yeah, it still gets pure power.
Yep.
But
High Jump Kick though, I'm all with you on the don't miss part.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying that I was actually thinking about running Drain Punch and High Jump Kick.
It's
situational. Situations where you want to knock something down, you're like, well, Drain Punch isn't gonna do it.
Yeah. The only thing is, it does have 4 move slot syndrome in the first place.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I actually struggled with trying to find 2 more moves. I'm like, okay, Psycho Cut.
Really?
What else?
Oh, well,
Psycho Cut, Drain Punch, High Jump Kick, Bullet Punch, Fake Out, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch.
I don't care for Fake Out. I want Thunder Punch specifically for Slowbro. That's what I really want.
Slowbro, exactly. Otherwise, you can't get around that thing.
Medicham is good. You know what? I would actually run Adamant because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be double switching with Medicham a lot. Like I'm going to be like switching at something and then switching into a kind of like Because Chansey, I mean, like, I'm gonna use it as a wall breaker. I'm not gonna use it to sweep teams, because 100 isn't what it used to be. Because the thing is, all the 100 base users are actually Scarfers. You have Victini, you have
The thing is,
Flygon.
Hydreigon and Haxorus mainly is why I run Jolly. Just because there are those fully base 98.
But
the
like,
thing
honestly, from what I've seen, Hydreigon and Haxorus are
It's volatile.
plus attack
Or
nature,
like,
as I said.
yeah. A neutral speed. Yeah, exactly. That's why I would run Adamant, just because it is so strong. And plus, Bullet Punch. You know, Bullet Punch is...
Yeah,
Bullet
it
Punch
gives
is
that
much
extra little
powerful.
power.
Yeah. But,
I just wanna
Jolly
say-
is perfectly viable, though. Yeah.
Florges quickly. Florges, defensive Florges, I know Leo was talking about it being lackluster earlier. Defensive Florges can take a Fake Out plus Bullet Punch and then Oko with the Moonblast.
Although
Yeah,
that's
from
why
Mega
I have
Gen.
Psycho Cut.
Oh,
Yeah, it could take a Psycho Cut too. It could take a Fake Out plus Psycho Cut.
yeah, if there's no rocks up, maybe. God
No,
damn,
Florges, no. One-on-one. No.
Okay,
One-on-one.
one-on-one. Alright,
Okay,
I'll give you that.
position.
I'll give you that. Okay, what other megas are there? Do we get everything? I want Pinsir to drop it. I think Pinsir's too good.
Oh, dude. Pinsir, dude, I guarantee you Pinsir's gonna be suspect tested. Guarantee. It's really good.
What else? Yeah, but the thing is, like, wait, what other megas? I think, are there any, what megas are locked away besides, like, Kangaskhan and Lucario? That's it. Oh, Charizard and Tyrant. But I don't really care for those, because those are OU. Those are clearly OU Pokemon.
I think
Yeah.
Megas, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, so that's done with the megas. So let's do overrated and underrated pokes, I guess. I think we kind of went over that, though.
I mean, we could just like quickly list them over again. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing underrated, Victini. Definitely
Yep,
not used.
Victini, dude. Eve-out Victini just takes souls, because nobody prepares for special Victini.
Actually,
Just
I might
look
have
at
quite a
Dark-
surprise for you. I would say Nidoking is very underrated.
Yep. I tried to
Very underrated.
You can use, dude, mix Nidoking, because I run Poison Jab, Earth Power, Poison Jab to hit Florges, because all the fairy types are more specially oriented. Yeah, so if you run Poison Jab, you Oko. I run like just enough to Oko Florges after Rocks if it's defensive, but yeah. And then you get Ice Beam, so you can take on Gligar. But yeah, I agree with you. Nidoking,
Is really
you know,
underrated.
it's just the only thing that is a little bit lackluster is the stealing your word DMT is 85 base speed. It just
Yeah,
Yeah,
ruins
it is
it.
pretty
That's the
slow.
thing.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's good as a mixed
so
attacker. It's kind of
weird.
like Infernape. You guys
Like
ever-
last gen, the only
Yeah.
time I really used Nidoking were with plus special attack nature, because like, even with the plus speed nature,
Mhm,
it said it's lackluster, not gonna outspeed
it
much.
didn't outspeed
I just
anything
able to hit
relevant.
as
Yeah,
much as possible.
yeah. I feel because I think even neutral natured 100s outspeed positive natured 85. So like you can run a modest Shaman and still outspeed Timid Nidoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Nidoking is underrated. Diggersby obviously underrated.
Yeah,
Celebi very underrated. Dude.
We
It
haven't
has so
talked
many
about
things.
it
so.
so far.
Celebi is the only reason why I haven't used it was because Bisharp was literally in every way possible counter. It resisted Giga Drain, immune to Psychic, but I like the Nasty Plot set, but freaking Richard uses the Nasty Plot Baton Pass set.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
would like
disgusting.
to talk about that.
Yeah, that is a disgusting set. It's good though. It is so effective.
It's really good. It's really bulky. It takes
Because unlike
That
what is it? What,
Baton Pass Nasty.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. Or
It's good.
Baton Pass
It's
Consequence, yeah. I think it's strictly better Nasty Plot than Mew, just because you can actually hit things with Giga Drain. Like
Mhm.
Mew, you
Recover.
only yeah. I think Celebi is underrated. It's good special defensive. It's even kind of good physically defensive, just because of Terrakion and stuff's around. But and Keldeo, like HP Bug will do.
Keldeo,
Yeah.
that my favorite Pokemon right now, I would have to say, is Specs Keldeo with HP Bug.
Yeah.
Specs Keldeo is so good. It's definitely got its checks and counters, but Specs Keldeo,
To be honest,
Spectre
you could probably
yes.
just pair up
the
Keldeo.
Celebi is
That's
always
abs-
coming in. If they have the Celebi, they're switching it in,
Yeah.
so you can HP Bug.
Yeah. What else is underrated?
That's we already talked about pretty much all of that.
I think Chestnut. I feel Chestnut is definitely.
I hate Chestnut because Chestnut is so bulky.
Dude, it's so
It's annoying.
I really feel
There's gotta be-
enough people use it. It gets spikes, synthesis, spiky shield. It's basically
Leech
like
Sheet.
it's over. Exactly. It's just so
You know who else?
so underrated. Also, same thing for Gorgeist. I feel that's very underrated.
That thing's
Yeah. The grass types are so annoying this gen. They're good, but they're annoying. Like,
Yeah.
they're just so fat. Wait, hold on. Can Chestnut run Spiky Shield and Protect?
Why would you run?
It
No.
runs on the same counter, I think.
Yeah, it would be the same counter. So, like, if you went for Spiky Shield, you would only have a 50% chance of protecting.
Oh, okay. Cause I was thinking like you could just run Toxic and then Spiky should protect and then
No,
shit.
No.
So that's like getting detected.
No.
Halucha, I think I want it to be good, but I can just never see it working. I've seen someone even
I
put
think
use it.
once Flying Gem comes
Oh,
out,
maybe.
it'll be a little bit useful.
I run Zapdos, so I never had. Okay, it gets Rock
There you
Slide,
go.
by the way. So I didn't know that, and I don't know
And
the hard
so
way.
bad, you can just easily run an Adamant Nature with it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
Heliolisk,
Yeah.
it gets a really diverse move pool, but there's no weather to back it up.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
also got an amazing defensive stat
Yeah,
of -7.
yeah. Porygon 2, I think it was really good last gen. I think it lost a lot of its because of a knockoff. Yeah. Uniclus, I'm gonna make
That's
my
actually
next
great
upload.
in my
Gotta
opinion.
get-
Because nobody uses it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
It's
to
really
use. I'm gonna use Uniclus in my next video. Uniclus, I'm gonna somehow make it work. I'm gonna either use Trick Flame Orb or some crazy shenanigans like that.
I think
No, that
Calm Mind wouldn't work so good this gen just because
All Mine sucks.
Trick
Yeah.
Room. Trick Room.
Trick
Yeah.
All Mine's no
Definitely.
good. But yeah, the Trick Room free attack.
Trick Room late game.
Trick Room free attack. The last thing I uploaded was just a game of me sweeping someone with a Trick Room free attack Uniclus. That and
What's
you
the
know,
line for?
as
Like
long
Trick-
as you hit Focus Blast. Again,
Trick Room
as long as you can hit.
last year was a
Yeah,
really-
yeah, you compare it to Trick Room Compagris. Yeah, and then like some sort of dark, like a Terrakion to take care of fat mons like Chansey and Snorlax. Yeah, that'd
oh,
be.
and a nice Mega Obama Snow to abuse those turns once you're dead.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait, we didn't talk about. I've
Yeah,
seen
we
zero
forgot about
Obama-
Mega Obama Snow. Forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I've seen 0 Mega Obama Snows.
Yeah, dude, me too.
0.
Actually, I really wanted to do a PS Live with Mega Obama Snow and a Trick Room team. I just said
It is strong. It's Mega Obama Snow. I think of all the, if you had to put all the weather inducers one on one, I think Mega Obama Snow, for the most part, it basically only loses to Ninetales. But who the fuck uses Ninetales? Like,
and you can't have Sunny Day
because
anyway,
you
so it's not
beat
really
Tyranitar, right? One on one. Yeah, even in OU, I feel like Mega Obama Snow would be good.
Plus,
Like,
with
Like,
massive
I feel like it's
attacks,
almost better in OU.
nothing like really safely switches in. Yeah, actually,
and it's even good defensively. Its typing is good. Like grass and ice gets good resistance. Sure, you're weak to like fire and fighting, but just like run a Chandelure. You know what I mean?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean last gen hail was pretty nasty. So Mega Obama Snow is
Oh,
good.
dude, I actually really like it.
Yeah, I gotta start using that. Not hail, but Mega Obama Snow specifically.
Mega Bomb.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run a hail.
Even, especially if you run soundproof normal Obama Snow, and then because when you Mega, you get Snow
right.
for
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah.
Snorlax, I've seen 0 of them because of Chansey, but Snorlax I think is strictly better in offensive pivots because you can
Like
avoid
assault,
bandits.
Yeah,
I've seen a
sure.
lot of Assault Vest ones actually.
Really? Oh my god, it wasn't fat enough.
Yeah.
The
What
thing
are-
is, though, like Mega Metachamp, Keldeo, Terrakion.
But no,
Chow,
what I do is I send it in
Aircraft.
on like Victini and then I pursue trap. That's what people generally do. That's what they
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not switching. Yeah, okay.
What do you think is
Weavile.
overrated?
Overrated?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really hate Malamar. I think it's,
That's
no,
not overrated. Like nobody
Yeah.
uses it.
Not at all.
you know what? There's not that many Pokemon. Hold on, let me see.
I think the only real
Let me look at the
Florges, in my opinion.
Florges.
I've
I
seen
disagree
everybody
with you.
Halucha. I think people use it too much, but there's not enough merit to use it, I think.
Noivern, I find is so overrated.
There's more.
Noivern sucked. Delphox. Everybody who was saying Delphox is gonna replace Victini is like,
Who
honestly.
said that? Jump off a cliff right now.
I know. Wait, you know what Pokemon I wanted to be good, but it's so terrible? Triagali, the poison dragon or whatever.
Dude,
Once it gets
look at
adaptability.
adaptability. Choice specs is definitely going to be a thing. I'm actually
Yeah, I know.
try that.
Yeah,
Mention Trick Room.
yeah. You got a trick room. Let's do it. I think Exploud. It's cool with Boom Burst and all, but
Yeah, that-
You know who's stronger?
So-
You know who's stronger than Specs Cloud is Specs Chatot.
Oh, my
I heard
God.
about that. I heard about that.
Let's see what else.
But also, I think Tornado Therian's overrated.
Yeah. No,
I think-
you know what?
Yeah,
What's
I think
that?
it's annoying. It's a nuisance with knockoff,
I've
U-turn shenanigans, whatever. But
Assault Vest takes Dracos.
Yeah.
Assault Vest takes
Yeah.
hits, yeah. But then I don't know. It just sort of dies to every
I
Scarfer.
think it's better. No, I think it's better than Slowbro in Assault Vest because you get U-turn. you don't have to hard switch out, because the thing is, if you do a hard switch, it's just, I feel like that's not as effective as if you
Just
turn,
switch
because-
out blindly, basically.
Yeah.
Just going off in
Yeah.
assumption.
Shuckle, I think Shuckle either does a lot of work for a team or no work at all.
Nah.
Cause
I
Shuckle-
have never ever
Yeah.
had problems with Shuckle ever.
I never have anything for Shuckle because I had like such stupid fucking teams. The only thing I ever have to get for it is Suicune. But it does like this power split encore shenanigans, and I'm like, oh my god.
You just do the Specs Keldeo on it every team, and then you have no problem.
It's scaled, yeah.
Okay, I think that's all right. We're good with that.
Yeah, what might get banned? Let's talk about that, I guess.
What might get banned? Terrakion.
Maybe Terrakion, probably Terrakion.
I don't know. I think it's too early to say, just because I think it's definitely got its checks. I mean, little
this is not-
Gliscors.
This is our thought. This is our opinion. Like, what do you
Yeah,
think?
Yeah, fair enough.
Little
But-
Glist.
Yeah,
little
if you don't
Gliscors
think
in
it'll get banned, I'm not gonna bash you for it.
Right. What else? You know what? Everything that should, I think Thundurus should be back. Thundurus T should drop that down.
Why
down to
did I honestly didn't see a reason why it should leave this early. So
Because okay, I asked Coco Loco and he was like, because it didn't give other Pokemon to shine, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I,
Oh my god.
hello.
I don't even.
What about Kieran Black? That left.
Oh, you know what?
That
Kieran
thing-
Black, I think it could have been so. It was really good in the right hands. I think people, because they just saw one.
I
like,
didn't have
based on-
time to abuse it, man. I was so sad. I was like, fuck.
I used special defensive and it was good.
Oh, you
Like,
smashed
sub-
it. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I love that set.
Yeah, sub
Yeah.
tail, fusion bolt. Yeah, then you just. That's it.
Dude.
What else?
That thing took an outrage from Jolly Haxorus, so I am
Yeah, it is
all for it.
Why would you ever run a Haxorus Jolly? Why?
Yeah.
Because it was SD. It was SD.
Oh, hello? That's where you run Adamant?
I
You
feel
want
like I had a
to switch-
reason to run. It was
Sticky
sticky web with
sticky web
yeah.
support. Yeah. So
So I wanted to outspeed the base 95 scarves.
see what else. What should? I think Deoxys speed. I'm kind of glad it went actually. I don't know.
I didn't
Really? I
care,
did
like-
not see it all. I did not see it much
It,
at
it
all.
wasn't so much that. It was the revenge set, because personally I felt
the
one of
offensive set.
one of the important things in UU was to run a Scarfer. And
Yeah.
with Deoxys speed, you forego that. You don't need a Scarfer. So I
True.
felt like it was too metagated. And it gets taunt. So basically, if you're good enough, you can switch in on the default user and taunt them.
Basically, what I just did, I U-turned into my spinner and brought it down to its sash, and then spun away the hazards and killed it.
Oh.
And that was what Deoxys speed did to my team, which it
Oh,
just
yeah, I
found,
definitely
I
that
feel
it
like all
wasn't-
the Deoxys,
I don't.
all the Deoxys, they get up their hazards, and then with a
They
click
die.
of the button, they're
I think Deoxys D is perfectly fine. I think that should stay.
Yeah.
it's annoying, but
think
I mean,
Joel
it was
can't interrupt the
used
RU.
last generation in 5th gen.
Yeah, it was for a while.
yep.
I started playing when Hazards dominated.
The only reason it got moved up was because the Oxus Speed got banned from OU. Then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
started
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then Deoxys D got banned.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Skarmory came along. Well, this is Skarmory.
Yeah.
What else might get banned? What about
The couple things I think that would be most likely, there's Scolipede, there's Mega Gardevoir. I'm not saying these things should be banned, I'm thinking they're going to be the most likely to be looked
Yeah, most likely to be suspected. Yeah. Gardevoir, definitely. And, yeah, definitely Scolipede. Definitely Scolipede.
Really?
Because,
Yeah, Speed Boost. Speed Boost.
because, I don't know if you guys remember,
It's
there was a
based-
time when,
It's almost like a bug poison of Blaziken. Kind of.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
That's a good
it's
phrase.
bulky. It can take hits. And Baton Pass. Sufficient.
Baton Pass,
Not
actually,
sufficiently,
Mention quad resisting fighting.
yeah. Effectively.
That's-
Baton Pass effectively. That's what I was trying to get.
and
But I feel that it
Jazz.
also has 4 moveslot syndrome.
Yeah, I agree. Cause
Ooh, yeah, big.
you always want to run Protect, but you
you go on
always want
or
to
deep.
Yeah.
You can't get a mix of both. You're either choosing offensive or spiking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Doesn't it get spikes and T-spikes?
I get spikes
Yep.
and spikes.
Yeah, that'd be a good.
You know what?
I loved Scolipede back in NU. It was so good.
Yeah, when it dropped.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
else is a spiker that I tried is Focus Sash Diggersby with Flail.
Oh my god.
Dude, I
Yeah,
really been wanting to try Focus Sash Diggersby. Like, no luck.
it's kind of fun. It's the surprise factor that makes it work, but yeah, it definitely does get some kills with Flail, Quick Attack, Earthquake, and Spike.
Really?
Nice.
I have to try that out.
Yeah,
I don't have to try that out.
it's worth it for me because 250 base power with huge power and
Oh
whatnot.
my god. And it's got a decent speed stat. Like 78 isn't bad.
Exactly, 70, 78. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Staraptor.
Staraptor. You know what?
We went over that.
I could definitely. Yeah, I agree. I think it should get. I think it
man.
should get suspect, but I don't want it banned. Staraptor is one of my favorite mods. I'm totally biased, but Staraptor I think is probably gonna end up getting banned because nobody uses Metagross, which is really upsetting, and we don't have good Intimidate users besides Mega Manectric. But even that won't like take choice banded double edges.
It's not taking a double.
Well, you get Mega Aggron.
Well, I mean Arcanine, but
Arcanine can take hits. If it's Scarf, Aggron can take hits. No, Aggron can take hits like it's nothing, actually. But then again, you need to run a Wish user with Aggron.
exactly.
You're not really...
Once that Wish
people-
user's gone, Staraptor comes
Like,
in,
yeah.
it's over.
Yeah, Staraptor just... Yeah.
But that Rest Talk set, like I say, that Rest Talk set is the most common set that I see at least.
I see
and
Stealth
that
Rock.
feels the starter.
I see Stealth
I see
Rock and
Stealth
like
Rock too.
Roar. But it seems a
But
dirty
yeah,
set.
if you use Rest Talk, Heavy Slam, Roar, or Dragon
Most
Tail.
people run Heavy Slam over Iron Head. Does it
Wait,
do...
doesn't Heavy Slam... I think Heavy Slam does more damage.
Really?
Yeah. For the
Yeah,
most part.
because I think the weights change when you're Mega. Because Grass Knot... Wait, does it not change? Because Grass Knot to Blastoise does more damage in this Mega form than regular form.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they get fatter, so Heavy Slam is, I think, is better. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, I mean, UU is surprisingly balanced. I think Thundurus should drop back down. Mega Heracross, the Heracross Knight or whatever, should drop back down because Heracross is, it's good, but it's not, it's
The thing
slow.
is, though, have you tried Scolipede baton passing to Mega Heracross?
Oh,
No,
I
but-
wanted to. I never got around to it.
or even Smash Pass? That is something else.
God.
Yeah, okay, well, anything with the Baton Pass, though, could be good. Like, you could do that to Victini. I remember people were doing that to Victini, Shell Smash to Victini with stored power, and then, like,
That's-
yeah, that is dirty. I don't personally
scary.
think, I don't like using Baton Pass just because once you gate it, it's over. I mean, literally the only thing standing between you and winning with Baton Pass is hacks. If you think about it, like, if you're losing, it's because a crit Stone Edge went through your Acid Armors, or something like that, yeah. That's usually what happens.
So
But,
is that all that we think should get banned?
yeah, I think so. I think we have to see how the meta actually works. 'Cause like you said, people just want to use the 6th gen mods, like,
Yeah.
because I haven't seen,
Well, we're on that topic, we can transition to, what do you think will drop from UU? Like, to RU, or possibly even NU?
I think Jolteon,
A
still hating on that.
Bronzong, for sure.
That's tough. Because,
RU is gonna be a good
UU
team.
right now.
Yeah,
UU right now is so wide. Like, there's so many Pokemon in
Whoever.
UU right now. I mean, I know they have the list, but there's a lot of stuff that'll drop.
You
It'll
know what,
ship a lot.
what we didn't bring up was Sharpedo.
I haven't run into it at all. I totally forgot about it. And Yanmega. I haven't run into a Yanmega either.
Yanmega, I really, that's actually something that is underused in my opinion. Specs, Tinted Lens, Yanmega, 2-hit KOs, especially defensive Mega Aggron.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
And everyone switches it in, right? Because Mega Aggron normally walls the speed
So we
reset.
have
The speed
another
reset's also
rated threat to what we were talking about earlier.
If I had $1 for
Let's do
every
multiple
time...
podcasts. We have to keep updating because like this, you know.
I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
Back to what might drop.
Drop. Okay. Also, let's see what should drop from OU. In my opinion.
I
Let's
could.
do. What?
What? Wait, what are we doing?
I was gonna say let's do drops from OU to UU and UU to RU because we can't. It's really hard to do from RU to NU because we don't have.
No, we're not gonna do it. I mean, like, what do you think will drop from UU? Not like
Oh,
RU too.
I think Cafagrius will drop back to RU.
Really?
Because it was because nobody uses Cafagrius.
Yes.
Nobody, dude.
I feel that Porygon 2 might also drop to RU.
Yeah, Porygon 2.
It
I
could
think
drop, yeah.
Holucha should drop. Holucha should drop. Heliolisk would be a really good addition to RU.
Heliolisk,
Yeah.
Mismagius has to drop. Malamar. I think.
Dude, I remember
King.
Bisharp was on the crisp of almost being RU.
Dude, in PO, it was NU.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot that. Like, what?
Dude, you know what's underrated, by the way? I had to throw this back in. Roserade. It gets spikes and sleep powder.
Oh, dude, I forgot
Yep.
all about that.
Yeah.
That is
Roserade. Not to
so
mention
good.
Technician with HP Fire.
Oh, right. Technician. Is yeah.
Actually, you could
Okay.
run, like, Focus, actually, for, like, Mega Absols. Thinking, they'll come
Right.
bounce back, and then you can just, like, knock
Yeah.
them out with the Leaf Storm.
Roserade on my laddering team or whatever, where I run just 5th gen Life Orb Roserade with Toxic Spikes.
Yeah.
and people generally lead with their Mega Absol, and I generally just OHKO them with Sludge Bomb right off the start because I outspeed them, and you know what I mean?
Toxic Croak.
What about Toxic Croak?
I think that's gonna drop. It
yeah.
was good because
good.
It was good because
exactly.
when he's a Swords Dance Sweeper, I would basically use Tarak. I mean, like, Terrakion would be strictly better. Cobalion, I would even think it gets better coverage, because Poison isn't as useful as a Steel. Even though they both hit Barret Super effectively, but you hit Rock and stuff like that better.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And plus the flinching action.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ran into Magnezone? I actually remembered about that.
I
tried
to run Drag Mag, but I suck with Drag Mag. But Magnezone, I think Magnezone is good. I think Magnezone is very good niche, because you can run Analytic.
Yeah, you don't need to run that Magna.
Remember Analytic Starmie, how that was a new meta? Analytic Magnezone would be good too, because nobody wants to switch into Flash Cannon, HP, Fire, and then like Thunderbolt is really good coverage. Like, because, you know what I mean? Because the ground you Flash Cannon, and if it's Rock, you Flash Cannon. Yeah. I don't know.
Is that everything for now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to say something just quick for the underrated. I think Ditto isn't used enough, just solely because of the fact it can transform into a Scarf Mega Gardevoir or a Scarf Mega Medicine.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think, and it also
or
prevents
Scolipede as well.
That's why I have a sub user. Yeah, so, yeah, I guess we should ask Leo viewers, like, what are their opinions on the UU tier R.
Actually, I was gonna put, like, text at the beginning of the video, so feel free to leave your opinions and stuff, because I forgot to mention that at the opening part of this.
Yeah, and if anybody has anything really interesting to say, then we should definitely take that into consideration, because it's just our 3 opinions, it's not as useful as, like, a...
So if you guys have, like, any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below, and we'll definitely keep doing this as, like, the tier in UU changes.
Yeah, if they like it.
Yeah, it's gonna change so much. There's gonna be so much change that's gonna happen to the tier.
So if you guys really like this, we'll definitely keep doing them and updating them. Because, like, everybody just focuses on OU. So just OU. And I personally really like UU.
UU's a good tier.
I wanna put my 2 cents in about UU. Like, the reason I play UU and not OU is mainly because OU Rotom Wash is the perfect example of why I don't play OU. Because it's everywhere, for one, and for 2, in OU you have to bank on the Hydro Pump, the 80% accurate move hitting. You have to bank on the Will-O-Wisp, the 85% accurate move for hitting. And in UU, I find there's a lot more, 95, 90
There's
accurate
more variety
moves.
in UU.
There's more finesse, and it's less, oh, I missed the Hydro Pump, damn it, like that 20% chance cost me the game, and there's more like, oh, I got out-predicted in UU. OU, I think there's a lot more, like, super powerful, high-risk, high-reward, crazy moves that people have to go for, and that's why
I'm not hating on OU, but in OU, there's, I don't know, there's just some sort of, like, people have some sort of notion that if you play OU, you're better than anybody who plays another tier. Like, people say OU is most competitive, but I disagree. I feel like the lower tiers, as you get lower, it gets more competitive because you don't know the Pokemon as much. Because if you go on YouTube and you look up, like, Pokemon battles, just Pokemon XY battles, like, the first 5 are probably going to be OU, and then you see, like, a couple of UU ones, but there's more breathing room for variety in UU. Like, everybody, everybody ran Talon Flame for, like, the first, 5 weeks of XY, and I was just like, I had
the
enough.
Smogon bird.
Yeah. And, I just think UU is good this gen. Everybody should get into UU, and if you ever see DMT, he's a room leader. You ask him for help, because
on free wins.
He's,
ask me for mod, and I'll for sure give it to you.
Yeah. I don't know, he's in the UU, room a lot, we'll help, and Leo, he's a good guy. Thank you, Leo.
Yeah, well, my opinion, anyways, on OU. I don't hate OU.
Yeah.
It's not as enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not as enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. It's
that's why I like
more
of a why do I keep forgetting
fresh air?
Yes, it's more versatile.
Yeah, versatile.
Yeah, more variety. Yeah.
Yeah, more variety than OU. But yeah, I think that's
I just find.
Yeah.
But I find that laddering is stressful enough, but when you have to bank on those Hydro Pumps hitting and OU, I can't do it. That's too much.
I can never ladder, man. I have a short attention span. I use so many different teams. I get the only real time I even battle, to be honest, on Showdown is when I do live sessions or test out a team.
Tom's right.
Outside of that, I don't have the attention span long enough to be able to ladder. I have laddered before, though. I think the highest I ever got was like number 7, and that was in NU. But that was like the only real time I seriously laddered.
Yeah,
I just have a really short attention span for teams.
Viewers, don't worry too much about laddering, because I have like 5 different accounts, and if you combine them all, I'd probably be in the top 10, but laddering is not as fun as it used to be. You like Pokemon, like, it's more fun to actually try out new things and actually learn the meta, because don't just, because the thing is, if you're gonna use the same, like what I did, and people complain, and I totally agree with them looking back, is I use like the same stuff over and over again because it was like a really good team, but like it gets boring when you use like the best of the best stuff. Like it's fun to try out like
that's also how I feel about OU, because you have to use the best of the best unless you're actually really good and know a whole lot about the tier.
Like you can't, like in this, like for bulky waters, and you have like literally a dozen choices to choose from.
A lot of variety.
You need to run Rotom. Like the only bulky water you should be running is Rotom Wash, and that's pretty much it. Like there is no bulky water you're running. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this session, and then we might do another one. Maybe on OU, but OU is kind of everybody does it on OU.
We'll stay tuned.
We'll do it in RU though. We should definitely do it in RU if we play.
RU would be interesting.
Yeah, I'll play. Yeah, really loved RU. Well, I did like RU for a while.
Definitely another one once this tier settles down a little bit.
Yeah, RU
looks like I say, a lot is going to change.
Yeah. So we'll definitely continue this if you guys enjoy them. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, leave your suggestions, your opinions, questions you might want us to answer in the next possible video of this, or we'll just respond to your comments. Make sure to go check out Jason. He uploads. I'm not too sure about DMT. Do you upload?
Yeah.
I do, in fact.
Oh, well.
We'll give you a link. We'll give a link,
Yeah, so both of the links will be down in the description. Make sure to check them out. Any closing words, guys?
No, just thanks for watching, and just if you guys need help on Yu or whatever, just shoot me a message on my YouTube channel, and DMT could do that too. I'm gonna volunteer him to do that too. So
PM then.
Yeah, go ahead and volunteer me.
Yeah. This is good. This is all good. Alright, thanks Leo for giving us this opportunity.
Alright guys, so with that I think we're out of here. So later everybody. Say bye.
Bye.